Have you ever wondered why some people keep falling for toxic partners? Even when every friend, every red flag, every logical brain cell is screaming, "Bro, run." But their heart says, "No, I can fix them." And the universe is like, "Beta ni hoga." Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about the weird reason people fall for toxic partners. And trust me, it's not as simple as they like the drama. There's a whole psychological story behind it. A story your mind doesn't tell you, but definitely uses against you. Let's start with a big truth. Nobody wakes up and says, "Today, I will fall in love with someone who emotionally ruins me." It just happens. But why? Here's the weirdest part. People don't fall for toxic partners because the toxicity is attractive. They fall for them because the pattern is familiar. Yup, that's the twist. Your mind is basically a nostalgic auntie at a wedding, always pulling you back toward what feels known, even if it's not good for you. Let me explain. We all grow up learning what love feels like, not from movies, not from romance novels, but from our early emotional experiences. If you grew up around consistency, safety, and communication, your brain thinks, yes, this is love. But if your emotional environment was full of unpredictability, you might confuse uncertainty with connection. If love felt like walking on eggshells, guessing moods, or fighting for attention, your brain gets wired to believe that this is how love works. So when someone comes along who is calm, stable, and emotionally mature, your brain is like, boring. Where's the spice? Where's the chaos? Where's the challenge? Meanwhile, when someone shows the slightest sign of mystery or emotional inconsistency, your brain lights up like, yes, this feels like home. But it's not home. It's just familiar discomfort disguised as chemistry. Here's where it gets even weirder. Toxic partners are often unpredictable. One day they're sweet and charming, the next day they're cold or distant, and your brain, being the little gambler it secretly is, gets hooked on the reward pattern. This is called intermittent reinforcement. Think of it like a slot machine. You don't win every time, but when you do win, it feels so exciting that you keep playing. Your brain focuses on the high, not the 50 losses in between. That one good morning text after 3 days of ghosting hits harder than consistent love ever will. And your brain goes, "Look, they do care. We just have to try harder." No, you don't. Your brain just loves dopamine. Now let's talk about the emotional trap that really seals the deal: proving your worth. A lot of people don't just want love from the toxic partner, they want validation. They want to be the one who finally changes them. There's a secret ego boost in thinking, they treat everyone badly, but look, they're nice to me. I must be special. No, my friend, that was just the honeymoon phase. Sometimes people fall for toxic partners because the relationship activates a deep emotional belief, like, I have to earn love. I have to fix people. I'm only valuable when I'm needed. This turns the relationship into a project, not a partnership. But wait, it gets more interesting. Toxic partners are often come with the illusion of intensity. They're dramatic, passionate, unpredictable, and somewhere in your mind, you equate intensity with love. It's not love. It's cortisol, but okay. Healthy love can feel slow, calm, peaceful, but if your nervous system is used to chaos, calm feels suspicious. Like when someone is nice to you and you're like, are you sure? Are you hiding something? Why aren't you hurting me like a normal person? Your brain literally doesn't know how to trust peace. Here's the wildest part of all. A toxic partner often mirrors unresolved emotional wounds. They trigger the exact feelings you've never healed, and your mind tries to complete the story through them. It's like your brain says, if I can make this person love me, I will finally heal that old hurt. But that never happens, because you can't heal a wound by reopening it every weekend. So what's the solution? Awareness. Once you understand why your mind is attracted to a toxic pattern, you can finally break it. You stop confusing anxiety with chemistry. You stop mistaking inconsistency for passion. You stop thinking you need to be a savior to be loved. And you stop believing that the bare minimum is enough. The truth is simple. People fall for toxic partners not because they like pain, but because they're trying to recreate a familiar emotional pattern and win this time. But love isn't a game you win. It's a space where you feel safe. Your type can change the moment you heal what's been choosing for you. And when that happens, you no longer fall for people who drain you. You fall for people who bring peace you didn't even know you needed.